we explore the untold stories of 20 black gay actors-stars who conquered the screen but also had to hide the deepest parts of their lives. Behind the smiles and flashbulbs, there were journeys of courage, love, and challenges the world has never seen before. In this video, we reveal how they fought to be true to themselves, broke stereotypes, and made history in their own way. Some shone brightly, some suffered silently, but all left an indelible mark. Join us as we explore these untold stories, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any inspiring videos. Tyler Perry has had one of the most inspiring journeys in modern entertainment history. Born on September 13, 1969, in New Orleans, Louisiana, he grew up in poverty and was influenced by an abusive father, experiencing feelings of despair that led to suicidal thoughts. Writing became his outlet, sparked by watching The Oprah Winfrey Show about the therapeutic benefits of journaling. Perry began writing letters to himself, which evolved into plays with messages of faith, redemption, and perseverance. By the early 1990s, he dared to take a risk and stage his first play, I Know I've Been Changed. Although initial failure left him broke and living in his car, Perry's persistence eventually paid off. His plays sold out across the South, and his character Ma became a cultural icon. He went beyond the stage and built a film and television empire, creating hit films and television series, opening the 330-acre Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta, becoming the first African-American to fully own a major film studio. While his career flourished, his personal life remained shrouded in mystery, with rumors of his sexual orientation that Perry chose to keep quiet. Instead, he focused on his work, philanthropy, and community opportunities, proving that resilience and vision could redefine success in Hollywood. Michael K. Williams is one of the most distinctive actors of his generation, combining vulnerability, strength, and authenticity. Born on November 22, 1966 in Brooklyn, New York, he grew up in the Vanderveer housing complex, raised by his mother Paula from Nassau, Bahamas. As a child, Williams faced poverty and the harsh realities of his neighborhood, but found escape through dance and performance, working with Madonna, George Michael, and Missy Elliott. His turning point came at age 25, when a fight left him with facial scars that not only distinguished him, but also opened the door to his breakthrough acting career. In 2002, his role as Omar Little in The Wire brought him international fame, portraying a complex gay mobster who shattered stereotypes of black and gay men on television. Williams went on to star in Boardwalk Empire, 12 Years a Slave, When They See Us, and Lovecraft Country, while also speaking openly about his battle with addiction, using his experiences to advocate for justice reform and helping youth. Although he never came out, he became a cultural icon for the LGBTQ+ community, and the characters he played live on Michael K. Williams passed away in 2021, but his legacy and message of strength through authenticity continue to inspire the world. Tyrese Gibson has had a journey like a movie script from the hard streets of Watts, California, to global recognition. Born on December 30th, 1978, he grew up in a single-parent household after his father left facing financial hardship, but full of determination. At 16, his opportunity came when he starred in a Coca-Cola commercial, launching his singing career with his soulful R&B voice. His debut album, Tyrese, with the hit single Sweet Lady, earned him a Grammy nomination, and subsequent albums like 2000 Watts established his place in the music industry, not stopping there. Tyrese turned to acting, shining with the lead role in Baby Boy and becoming a familiar face in Fast and Furious and Transformers. While he still faces public pressure, including rumors about his sexuality, Tyrese chooses to remain silent and focus on his career and being a father to his daughter, Shayla. He has spoken openly about depression, broken relationships, and healing, and has become an author, entrepreneur, and advocate for emotional honesty. Tyrese Gibson proves that strength can sometimes be crying, falling, and getting back up, and his authenticity in life is as heroic as any blockbuster role. Donnie McClurkin is one of gospel music's most powerful and emotional voices, but his personal journey has been one of struggle and conflict. Born on November 9, 1959 in Amityville, New York, he grew up surrounded by music, but suffered deep trauma as a child, including sexual abuse, which left emotional scars that lasted a lifetime. McClurkin found solace in church, where his natural singing voice helped him stand out. And in the 1980s, he performed with Andrea Crouch and formed the McClurkin Singers. In 1996, his debut album, Donnie McClurkin, featuring the songs Stand and We Fall Down, became a global hit, earning him 3 Grammys, 10 other awards, and 2 BET Awards. Alongside his success, he openly admitted to having had a homosexual relationship in the past, then affirmed his current self-identity as heterosexual, reflecting the deep tension between faith and personal experience. He became a pastor at Perfecting Faith. Church continued to tour internationally and inspire through music, and overcame illness and accidents. Donnie McClurkin is a living testament to resilience, faith, and strength from the scars of life, showing that the path of religion is never straight but filled with doubt, struggle, and perseverance. Jamie Foxx, real name. Eric Marlon Bishop is one of the most versatile artists of his generation, combining comedy, drama, and music brilliantly. Born on December 13, 1967 in Terrell, Texas, he grew up under the care of his grandmother after his parents separated, finding his passion for music and comedy at an early age. Starting with stand-up comedy and, in living color, Fox quickly became known for his voice mimicry and stage presence. In 2004, his role as Ray Charles in Ray brought him to the top, winning him an Oscar for Best Actor and also asserting his extraordinary talent when he learned to play the piano live and completely transformed into the character. In addition to his artistic success, Fox's personal life has always been the subject of speculation, from his sexual orientation to his high-profile relationships, but he has always maintained a boundary between his career and personal life, protecting his family and daughter Karen from the media spotlight. In 2023, he suffered a serious health issue, but recovered with great resilience, continuing to captivate audiences through film, music, and comedy. Jamie Foxx proves that talent not only transcends all categories, but that silence is sometimes strength, and the greatest mystery is what keeps a legend alive. Wanda Sykes is one of the most prominent black comedians, building a career on truth wrapped in humor. Born on March 7, 1964 in Portsmouth, Virginia, she grew up in a middle-class family with disciplined parents. But it was her sharp intelligence and ability to recognize the absurdity of everyday life that led her to the comedy stage. She began doing stand-up in the late 1980s and quickly rose to fame, writing for The Chris Rock Show, winning an Emmy in 1999, and becoming a familiar face on Curb Your Enthusiasm, The New Adventures of Old Christine, and Blackish. Wanda's boldest moment came in 2008, when she came out as a lesbian and married Alex Sykes, inspiring millions. She continues to use comedy as a vehicle for political, racial, and gender issues, while also advocating for LGBTQ+ rights. Her voice roles in Ice Age and Over the Hedge, along with her Netflix special Not Normal, demonstrate her versatility and sharpness. Today, Wanda Sykes is not just a comedian, but a cultural icon, proving that honesty combined with laughter can change hearts, inspire, and even create far-reaching social impact. Marsai Martin, full name Kyla Markai Martin, is not only a young star, but also a force reshaping Hollywood. Born on August 14, 2004 in Plano, Texas, she showed an early passion for the arts. Her parents signed her up to model and do commercials before the age of 10. At the age of 9, her role as Diane Johnson in Blackish brought her to a global audience, earning her 9 NAACP Image Awards and multiple nominations from the Screen Actors Guild, proving her talent beyond her years. At the age of 14, Marsai became the youngest executive producer in Hollywood history with the film Little, 2019, and also starred in the film, proving that age is no barrier to leadership and creativity. Alongside her success, she has faced public scrutiny and unfounded rumors about her personal life, but has always maintained her privacy and focused on her career while becoming an ally of the LGBTQ+ community and campaigning for inclusion. Marsai also co-founded Genius Productions, develops authentic Black stories, voiced a role in Spirit Untamed, and is a fashion icon and inspirational businesswoman. In 2025, at just 21 years old, Marsai Martin proves that courage, vision, and determination can transform a young star into a new generation of Hollywood leaders. Tika Sumpter, born June 20, 1980 in Queens, New York, has built a career with quiet determination and unwavering grace. Starting out as a model and television host, she quickly established her presence in front of the camera on BET's Best Friends Date. Her breakthrough role came in 2005 on One Life to Live as Layla Williamson, where she captivated audiences with her depth and relatability. Tika followed that with films like Stomp the Yard, Homecoming, and Think Like a Man before shining in 2016's South Side with You as a young Michelle Obama, showcasing the intelligence, warmth, and poise of the future First Lady, cementing her reputation as a multi-dimensional and respected actress. As her career has progressed, rumors about her personal life and sexual orientation have occasionally surfaced. But Tika has chosen to protect her privacy rather than explain it, focusing on projects that elevate underrepresented Black stories and characters in Hollywood. She found love with co-star Nicholas James, and together, they welcomed daughter Ella Lauren and married in 2022. Outside of acting, Sumpter co-founded Sugarberry, creating a safe space for Black women to discuss careers, motherhood, and self-care. By 2025, Tika Sumpter is proof that true power doesn't come from constantly exposing herself, but from consistency, presence, and knowing when to be quiet. Coleman Jason Domingo, born April 28, 1969 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is a gifted actor, playwright, director, and activist known for his resilience and authenticity. Coming from a working-class family of Caribbean descent, Domingo studied journalism at Temple University before moving to San Francisco to pursue theater, where he discovered his true passion. Early in his career, he shone on Broadway in plays like Passing Strange and The Scottsboro Boys, delivering performances imbued with humanity. Television and film credits include his roles as Victor Strand in Fear the Walking Dead and Allie in Euphoria, for which he won an Emmy in 2022. He was recently nominated for an Oscar for his role as Bayard Rustin in Rustin 2023. In addition to acting, Domingo is a playwright and director of Dot and Summer, the Donna Summer musical, and is currently working on a biopic about Nat King Cole. He is open about himself, proud to be gay, and married to Raul Octan Domingo, becoming a symbol of enduring gay love. Domingo is also an active advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, racial equality, and cultural representation. By 2025, he is not only a brilliant actor, but also a cultural force, proving that success comes from being true to yourself and paving the way for others to follow. Kevin Aviance, born June 22, 1968 in Richmond, Virginia, is an icon of the performing arts and resilient queer culture. Raised in a large Catholic family, Aviance showed an early passion for music, dance, and creativity. At 18, he moved to Washington, D.C., immersing himself in the drag queen lifestyle before heading to New York, where he joined the House of Aviance and became a mainstream phenomenon on the club scene in the 1990s. Standing over 6 feet tall with flamboyant costumes and a bold style, he blurred the lines between drag voguing and high art Aviances. Music career began in the mid-1990s with hits like Cunty Din Da and Alive dominating the dance club circuit and becoming a global icon for the LGBTQ+ community. In 2006, he was the victim of a serious hate attack, but his resilience brought him back to the stage, strong, becoming a symbol of survival. Aviance has also collaborated with designers like Thierry Mugler, appeared in documentaries about the ballroom community, and influenced a generation of young artists from RuPaul's Drag Race to queer musicians. In 2023, Beyoncé sampled his vocals on her album Renaissance, bringing Aviance back into the mainstream. In 2025, Kevin Aviance continues to perform, inspire, and embody creativity, community, and resilience. Jeffrey Bohr Chapman, born October 21, 1984 in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, embodies the challenges and triumphs of being a Black queer person in the entertainment industry, growing up in a small town and adopted into a multiracial family. Jeffrey faced questions of identity and feeling like an outsider early on. Instead of shrinking, he turned the challenges into motivation, starting a modeling career as a teenager and quickly branching out into acting. His breakthrough role came on the Lifetime series, Unreal, 2015-2018, as Jay, an ambitious gay reality TV producer, providing one of the few nuanced portrayals of Black queer people on television at the time. In 2020, he joined a Drag Race judging panel in Canada, but had to withdraw due to online backlash, highlighting the struggles that still exist even within the LGBTQ+ community. Despite the challenges, Chapman remains a staunch advocate for equality, emphasizing the importance of self-love, presence, and creating safe spaces for the queer community of color. In addition to acting, he hosts a podcast about identity, spirituality, and personal growth. By 2025, Jeffrey Bohr Chapman is a living symbol of strength, authenticity, and pioneering spirit, proving that representation is not just about being seen, but also about being understood, respected, and celebrated. Jeremy Pope, born July 9, 1992 in Orlando, Florida, is one of the few gay Black stars to have made a strong mark on both Broadway and Hollywood. He nurtured his love of the arts from a young age in a strong family background and continued to develop his talent at the American Musical and Dramatic Academy in New York. Pope quickly proved himself with courage and outstanding talent, making a breakthrough with his roles on Broadway. In 2019, he became the 6th person in history to be nominated for 2 Tony Awards in the same season for Choir Boy and Ain't Too Proud. The Life and Times of the Temptations, affirming his position as a true theatrical force. Moving to Hollywood, Pope continued to impress with his role as Archie Coleman in Ryan Murphy's Hollywood series. A gay Black screenwriter struggling in a harsh industry, the role earned him an Emmy nomination and reflected the real challenges many queer artists of color face. More than just an actor, Jeremy is a singer and activist using his voice to promote inclusion and representation. In 2022, he continued to shine with The Inspection, earning a Golden Globe nomination, cementing his status as a brilliant and trailblazing artist. By 2025, Jeremy Pope is more than just an artist. He is a symbol of courage, creativity, and representation, building a bridge between authenticity and art, so the world can finally hear. Karamo Brown, born November 2, 1980 in Houston, Texas, is one of the pioneers of bringing queer black stories to television and society. At the age of 15, he courageously came out as gay, opening a journey to live authentically in a world that was not ready to accept him. In 2004, Brown first appeared on MTV's The Real World Philadelphia, becoming the first openly gay black man on reality TV, using his presence as an opportunity to spark conversations about race, sexuality, and acceptance. After leaving the show, Karamo focused on social work supporting LGBTQ+ youth and families and raising a family with 2 sons. In 2018, he returned as a cultural expert on Netflix, Query, helping people deal with issues of identity, confidence, and emotional wound. He is also the author of the memoir, Karamo, My Story of Embracing Purpose, Healing, and Hope, and co-author of the children's book, I Am Perfectly Designed, which teaches the values of self-love and self-acceptance. Now in 2025, Karamo Brown is more than just a television personality. He is a cultural leader, a symbol of courage, representation, and transformation. His journey reminds us that authenticity can not only change one person's life, but can also inspire and open doors for millions of others. Daryl Stevens, born March 7, 1974, in Pasadena, California, is a quiet revolutionary in Hollywood, using his profession to elevate the voices of lives often overlooked. Raised in a family that valued education and creativity, he studied sociology and ethnic studies at the University of California, Berkeley, equipping himself with a deep understanding of identity, culture, and representation. Stevens began his acting career in the late 1990s, but his real breakthrough came with his role as Noah Nicholson in Noah's Ark 2005, the first American television series to focus on the lives of black gay men with warmth, authenticity, and vulnerability. Stevens made the character a reflection of what audiences had never seen on screen, paving the way for more inclusive and representative storytelling in the years to come. After Noah's Ark, he continued to act in B-positive Lovecraft Country and on stage, and is the author of the books Obligatory Reading, 2010, and Indigo Blues, 2011, which explore themes of race, love, and identity. Stevens is also a strong advocate for the LGBTQ+ community, especially gay black men, and a mentor to young artists. In 2025, Daryl Stevens remains a revered figure, a reminder that authenticity, consistency, and representation are not just entertainment, but revolutionary survival. Jared Carmichael, born April 6, 1987, in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, is one of the most authentic storytellers of comedians using laughter as a vehicle to expose hidden realities. Growing up in a working-class religious black family, Carmichael cultivated a sense of discipline and faith and found his own escape through comedy, turning pain and conflict into laughter. At age 20, with just $200, he moved to Los Angeles to pursue a career as a stand-up comedian. In 2014, Carmichael appeared in the HBO special Love at the Store, directed by Spike Lee, and 2 years later he created The Carmichael Show on NBC, which boldly explored sensitive topics such as racism, gun violence, and police brutality. In 2022, in his Nathaniel special, Carmichael came out as gay, a rare moment for a black comedian to openly discuss his identity, earning him a Primetime Emmy for outstanding writing. In addition to comedy, Carmichael has appeared in Neighbors Transformers: The Last Night and On the Count of Three, which he directed, and starred in 2025. Jared Carmichael is a pioneering voice in entertainment, proving that comedy is not just about jokes, but also about courage, connection, and truth. His honesty has redefined what it means to be both an artist and a human being, reminding us that silence may keep you safe, but daring to speak your truth will set you free. We invite you to share your thoughts. Does representation need to be accompanied by complete transparency, or can honest art alone change the world? Leave a comment below, as your perspective will continue the conversation these brave artists have begun.